Sarah's brother died 5 years ago, but today she got a message from him. A message that started with, "Don't trust the people in the house." Sarah had just returned to her quiet hometown for a short visit. Everything seemed peaceful until that text. Sarah's mother welcomed her with open arms, but her eyes looked tired and her hugs felt too tight. That night, Sarah unpacked in her childhood room, still filled with Michael's old posters and dusty trophies. At exactly 2:17 a.m., her phone buzzed. It was a text from Michael's old number. Sarah gasped. She hadn't dialed that number in years. It had been disconnected, or so she thought. She replied, "Who is this?" No response. The message vanished before her eyes. The next morning, Sarah asked her mom if they'd kept Michael's phone. "No," her mom whispered. "We buried it with him." Sarah started feeling watched inside the house, as if someone was observing her every move. She found an old photo album, Michael's favorite. One photo had been torn out. In Michael's room, she saw his childhood diary. The last page was missing. That night, another message arrived. This one read, "Don't eat the soup." Sarah pushed her bowl away. Her mother looked disappointed. Sarah asked about the photo. Her mom said that picture was never there. Later that evening, Sarah heard humming. It was Michael's favorite lullaby, coming from the basement. She tiptoed downstairs. A cold gust of wind hit her as she reached the bottom step. There, in the corner, was Michael's old voice recorder, playing a lullaby on loop. She pressed stop. As soon as she did, a loud knock echoed from upstairs. A note was taped to her bedroom door. "You're getting close." She ran outside and called her childhood friend Jake. He didn't believe her until he got the same message. Jake texted back, "This isn't funny." But then his phone screen flickered and shut off. That night, Sarah found a hidden panel behind Michael's old bookshelf. Inside was a small crawl space and a shoebox filled with burnt photographs. One photo was untouched, Michael, a woman, and her mom, but not in their house. Jake recognized the woman. "That's my aunt. She disappeared 10 years ago." Sarah and Jake drove to her late father's old storage unit, hoping to find more. They uncovered boxes of documents, letters, birth certificates, adoption papers. Sarah whispered, "I was adopted?" Jake nodded slowly, reading a letter from Michael. Michael wrote about a secret their parents were hiding. He was planning to expose it. Sarah returned home. Her mom stood in the hallway. "I know you found it," she said coldly. Suddenly, the power went out. Total darkness. From the darkness, her mom whispered, "Michael wasn't supposed to know." Jake burst through the door. "We have to go. Now." They drove to the cemetery. Sarah needed to see Michael's grave. There was a fresh flower on the grave and a new note. "You found the truth." Behind the gravestone, a phone buzzed. It was the same number. One last message. Tears filled Sarah's eyes. "I love you, Michael." Suddenly, the wind blew hard and the cemetery light flickered. A whisper in the wind, "Goodbye." Sarah left town the next day, but never changed her number. Sarah sits by her apartment window, her phone buzzing once more. She doesn't flinch this time. The message simply says, "I kept one more secret. Look behind the painting." Her breath catches. The painting? She never hung it herself. Sarah rises slowly, walking toward a large painting above her fireplace, a mountain scene she never really looked at closely. Behind it is a locked metal box with Michael's initials. She pries it open with shaking hands. Inside is a USB drive and a necklace she hasn't seen since she was 10. The USB contains one final video. Michael's face appears on screen. Michael's recording. "If you found this, I knew you would. I never died by accident. They lied. Mom, Dad weren't my real parents either. But you, Sarah, you were my real sister. You were the only one I trusted." He continues. "Someone powerful was after us. The town was just the surface. I hope you escaped. If you haven't, leave. Tonight, and don't look back. And Sarah, I'll always be with you." Sarah packs her bag. She deletes all social media, grabs a necklace, and locks the door one last time. Her voiceover ends a video. Some doors once opened can never be closed. But even when the world turns to shadows, love leaves a light behind.